Hello! Welcome back
Yo,
to Cryptmaster.
I have
The
returned.
combination of type to learn and dungeon crawlers that I never knew I needed. So, if you remember from last time, uh, my game crashed midstream and then my save broke, uh,
Yep.
which meant that like everything, a lot of stuff we'd done undone. I lost a lot of like items and unlocks that I'd done. So we ended the stream early. I was actually able to get in touch with one of the developers of the game, Paul Hart, I believe, using a bug report email on their site. Helped me troubleshoot a bit. He believes that what happened was that I ran out of space on my C drive. Uh,
Oh,
and I was trying to save something. It like messed up and wasn't able to write properly and broke. Thankfully,
hmm.
this game keeps redundant. It keeps a backup of its saves and a redundant backup of its saves. So I was able to just copy that over and restore it just fine. So we have everything
Excellent.
back to how it was. We've got all our notes, our items, and ingredients and such.
Speaking of
Everything
notes, how's
has
your note
remained.
taking on the code?
Right! I need to go get that notebook. I forgot about that. Back in a second.
All right. I think the only things that we're missing progress-wise, I think we forgot to, or we didn't enter wayward as Maz's current word. Um, but other than that, I think we're pretty much caught up. It's quiet around here.
Okay, notebook retrieved.
Dragoni,
What?
Dragoni, did you update the title?
I forgot to hit the done button.
Oops.
It's
Now the
updated now.
flavor is
It's not
back
going to be
from the
there for the
dead
VOD, I
too.
guess. Rumble mumble.
You can edit it manually later.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
Now.
you might want to update. We didn't. Did we guess Maz's word as wayward yet?
Right. We did that after the bork, so that the backup didn't get saved.
Yeah. Nice. So we are. So this lady is like almost certainly a vampire, right?
It seems very likely, or at least something akin to one, given the labeled barrels we found in her basement. Oh,
Mm-hmm. Pyro.
uh, I forgot all my skills again.
Funny how that works. Ooh. IE, like honestly, all the words in Hyro was probably pretty useful.
Yeah.
Good find. She didn't even move her lips.
You fall again. Why aren't you in uniform?
Yeah, I noticed it's avoiding showing us her mouth, but she does seem to have pointy ears and weird eyes.
I've half a mind to have you dismissed.
You're a bug.
Munch.
Get out of here.
So what you been up to recently, Dragoni?
It's only really been a week since I last streamed this. Last weekend was my sister's bridal shower. That was fun.
Mm.
Uh, I wasn't. I ended up helped set up and dog sat, but didn't end up going as a you know.
As the city grew, it built
That's
time and again,
a lot of my family's been involved with getting
pressing
prepared for
down
that
the
coming up
poorer
soon, so that's
areas
been
at
nice.
space under the weight of the new growth, forcing history into the darkness and looking always to the light
Snapchat.
above.
Snapchat? What?
They're your
Oh.
or whatever that. Yeah.
Yeah, you hear that better than I could. I should have my phone sitting right next to the microphone.
Oh, this is very Urple. Speaking of Urple, do we want to change our tint for this
Might as
stream?
well. That was in the options.
Yeah, we were pinkish. Do we want to do, Ooh, that blue looks nice.
Yeah.
Frisk!
Aw, he doesn't get knocked down by that.
Tragic. Zap. Yeah.
Keep missing. And this spikes make it hard for him to approach. There we go, finally.
The spikes are also very loud.
Yeah.
You'd think it would be a little harder for them to even, like, get, like, for them to subtly trigger.
Did she have her own heal? Yeah, Stitch.
Well,
This is where we crashed last time.
Unusually capable for a group of clearly departed adventurers. If you manage to ascend to my boudoir, I may even grant you an audience. I'll probably destroy you afterwards, of course.
Okay, progress.
No, we'll probably be destroyed afterwards. Whatever will we do?
Uh-oh.
Xanthar, the gelatinous cube!
I just went straight through it.
Swoda! What? How does one trip a cube?
I thought that Sam is one of our best abilities. Lobaloo!
Labaloo. It's an amazing name.
Oh, wow.
Everyone likes bubbles.
Nice. That's all the words done. Perfect.
I think that was one that we might have already known, but I don't remember.
Maybe. I didn't actually check. And I know someone's doing it before. I'm pretty sure we've gotten bubbles before the breaking.
Mm-hmm. The breaking.
Box. Another chest.
A curious little thing. Smooth to the eye, but very slightly rough beneath the fingertips. A little pointed ball, perfectly smooth.
Pointed ball? That's a bit of an oxymoron.
Aww.
I don't know how to use it. I feel I should break it.
Oh, is it an egg?
Ooh.
An egg.
One egg!
We got a couple E's out of that. I mean, A kind of is a pointed ball, I guess.
Not really the conventional definition, but yeah.
Ooh.
Squeaks!
Squeaks!
Arise.
I like these riddles.
Take pity and answer my question.
I do too.
What side of a chicken has the most feathers?
Outside.
Yes.
Okay, OBS crashed, apparently, and somehow managed to take down one of my monitors with it.
Is the monitor back on, by the way?
I unplugged it, plugged it back in, and it's working fine again.
Okay, good. Also, I can't see the game anymore.
Oh, right, yeah. I put the screen share.
Rather important, that.
So I think we're good again. I guess I'm editing this one together in post too, just like the last one, which I never actually edited.
Currently refreshing
And I
stream on your
have-
side to make sure. Yeah, okay, it
Yeah,
looks
I
like we're
heard myself
back.
talking. I had it pulled up.
Hubble bubble, let's make some trouble.
some trouble.
I already have a grave juice, right? Yeah. Here's a good look at her. Look at that call. It's moving. This isn't a portrait. This is just a vision onto her. Look at that call. She looks very vampire.
Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely a vampire, even if she says she's not. Also, I know it's just like Victorian style, but ma'am, your bosom is raised like 3 stories in the air. You can take off that corset, I think.
A lot of portraits of you.
Aldo then called upon the power of the goddess Shalia to lay a great seal over the city's foundations. The underland would belong in perpetuity to the dead, but the realms of light and life would be untroubled by them.
Oh man.
That really is the most big government thing ever. Push your problems into an area where no one else has to look at them.
Yeah.
Fucking living people always putting us down.
Lo, a hidden chest.
Ah, this is a funny little thing. It looks lonely on its own. Supple. The bottom part is harder. It looks like a little boat with a flat bottom, made out of a sort of tough brown skin. I'm not sure what to use it for. I feel there should be 2 of them. Ooh, I think I know this one. Could it be a page?
No, Cryptmaster, it's a boot.
It's bendy, but rather
not?
tough.
Oh.
I can't
Or maybe just
do much
shoe.
harm to it. A shoe. Yes, it's a little shoe.
Interesting that one of the loading screen gave us a tip earlier about one of the hints that you'd want to use for the chests is wear, like asking him to wear it, which I think is interesting.
I should have done that there. That would have been interesting just to see what he said when I knew what it was.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's a little
why did you say that?
my feet.
Hello.
It's like a
Hi there,
doll.
ma'am. She is rather doll-like, yeah.
Okay, well, we play cards with her.
I have to say, in a century that has been remarkably miserly with surprises, it's nice to receive even a small one. I really can't remember the last time I had visitors that I hadn't specifically summoned to dine with me. Do just shuffle back off the rug a little, though, will you? You seem to be Crumbling? Slightly? Or dripping? I don't really care. I just don't want you on the furnishings. Tell me, have you been dead long? I inferred as much from your condition and your unmistakable odor. Also, your clothes, which are so many seasons out of fashion that they are in danger of coming back into style. Now then,
Hey, be
We're
nice.
just ahead of the curve.
I can't stay for luncheon, but I am rather in the mood for a little light
Zorro is
conversation.
pinnacle of fashion.
What should we discuss? I don't want to talk about that. Something else, I think.
Honestly, fair.
They say it might brighten later.
We're underground.
No, we're not discussing
Oh yeah,
that.
that's right.
Something else.
We have a song or a poem.
I don't want to talk about that. Choose a different topic.
What was the
Damn.
Piper guy's name?
We should be able to check. We have to leave the conversation first, though.
That has no interest for me. Choose something different.
Ask again later, bitch.
A lady doesn't discuss herself. I am not a topic. You want to discuss rats? Do I look like a zoologist? Many years ago, I left a little heirloom in a hollow barrel in the cellars. I can't now remember what it is, but I know the barrel was labelled with my father's name.
Good to know.
Name.
No, I don't think we'll discuss that. What else? One of the barrels in my cellars contains a special vintage. I acquired it from a man with a huge fork who came past here on a boat some years ago. Imagine that. A huge
Like a
fork
Trent?
and no knife. My library is my one great vice, you know. More or less. You see, I'm a simply avid collector. I don't want to talk about that. Something else, I think. No, we're not discussing that.
Fine, whatever.
Something else. I don't want to talk about that. Choose a
Damn,
different
she's
topic.
picky.
Yeah.
Maybe we've just been spoiled by the
I don't
Cryptmaster
want
just
to know who
being
that
like
is. They don't
eager to
sound
talk
like the
about
sort of person
everyone.
who would have mixed in the same circles as me. What I wouldn't give to have her book for my collection. It would be most illuminating.
Oh, that's very funny because she's like a light
I don't want
thing.
to talk about that. Something else, I think.
Damn, bitch, do you want to talk about anything?
No, I don't think we'll discuss
Apparently
that.
not.
What else? Goodbye.
Goodbye. Can we check our like our notes?
Tell her I want to go up. I'll ask about Gago. Vitus.
It is charming to receive once again the attentions of my 4 favorite corpses. I don't usually consort with the ancient
don't need to
dead, but there is something
You do not
about the
need to
four of you.
patronize
I have
Joro.
a feeling that in your time, you were rather well connected. When I first took up residence in this region, I paid a call on old King Goggo. He's rather charming company, if a little old-fashioned. Horrendous little minstrel. I'd as soon discuss the contents of an ogre's privy.
Ogres, what?
I don't want to talk about that.
Privy bathroom.
To be honest, I don't want to talk about Steven either. Steven sucks.
You're going up? How delightfully perverse of you. The commerce here does not usually
Perverse?
flow in that direction. Actually, I could help you with that, only I might require a small favor of you first. What do you say?
Of course you do.
How kind. Now, you might have noticed my rather extensive library on your way up here. The books there have been collected carefully over many centuries. They are treasures beyond worth, and the most precious of them are the sacred tomes of the gods who once inhabited this region. But there are 4 books that elude me still. 4 lost gods eking out a miserable existence in their island temples. I don't know why they prefer that to a comfortable spot on my shelves, but I suppose they have their pride. I've unlocked the library for you, so take a look at the scrolls I've laid out near the other gods. Each one contains a clue to the name of a god's island. When you know the
Go
name,
fight some gods, I
I
guess.
understand you have a way of traveling there.
Okay.
You'll also need to figure out what power the god still has before you can subdue it. But I'm sure that will pose you no problem. Bring all 4 books to me, and I will grant you what you desire. I don't want to talk about that. Choose a different
Alright,
topic.
fuck. So,
I'll see you
that actually
along, no
reminds
doubt.
me. There's a show I've been watching recently, from Cartoon Network, The Secret Saturdays. And in it, they very casually have an episode where they explore the Library of Alexandria. And how it burned, the whole thing about it burning down was just like a cover-up kind of thing. For like to hide the most like deepest secrets, like literally deeper underground and all that. And they just kind of pull that out of pocket, out of nowhere, and then casually there's a whole section that gets destroyed after. So it's like, great. So it is now more lost than it was before. I'm glad we introduced this incredibly important ancient civilization thing and then immediately destroyed it. Like, at least Indiana Jones had like a movie before something like that happened. Like, this was like in the span of 5 minutes worth of a TV show episode.
So we got more code words here. I have some of these letters, not all of them. Like
Which ones are we
the
missing?
top and bottom one both end in E. Second letter on the second one
Okay.
is an O. The second one is something A, something G, something. No translations here. We'll have to keep that in the back of our heads, I guess. Oh, that's what we do. We can play the music there.
Oh yeah, do you want to try doing that first before we leave? Coffer!
Where's the box?
Oh, now this is fancy.
Open sesame, clearly.
A whitish square, about the size of a book. It's very holy.
Holy.
A soft cloth, embossed somehow.
Oh, is it lace?
Lace. Nice.
Yes, that's what it is.
I am so smart. SMRT. Melancholy. Ooh, lather. Oh, fuck, I don't have that on the soundboard. I've been thinking a lot about Sonic Unleashed recently. The game is never
What are
gonna
the
leave my
chests?
brain. A charming chest.
Oh, look at this funny thing. It's making me feel rather comfortable just looking at it. I don't think I could wear it, although it is covered with a sort of cloth.
Whoops. Looks like a big white bag of something, you said.
No, there's no point in doing that.
Really?
It's soft and kind of springy. I like it.
A mattress? A duvet?
Pillow?
Good
Yes,
good
Nice.
pillow. How lovely.
Okay. Back streaming again. There's a space on my hard drive, so
Okay.
hopefully it's not gonna crash again. Okay, after this, like before next time, I'm gonna need to really like do some reorganizing of my computer because too much is on C. I've got other drives that are not being used. Anyway, this riddle is lunch.
Yes, that's it.
We've done it. We've cracked the code.
It's not Pavilion.
And
there's
by
a
that,
file
I
in
mean
there.
your hard drive. What I was going to say before we before we engaged the skull is I've always had a soft spot for slightly unhinged like Victorian era themes and stuff like that. It's one of the reasons that I like the King of Cards soundtrack so much. Because there's just a lot of like Victorian or like Baroque era, but slightly to the left kind of thing. It's like this is weird
fun.
and slightly uncomfortable. Yeah.
King Vice is the name, I'm the first in my line, and
Oh, God!
It's like turpentine. So prithee now, madam, come listen to my song. It packs more muscle than an ogre's thong. My lute's more ruthless than a ballista. Let me hit you with a steel tip rhyme now, sister. You've got to give me credit, I'm so versatile. But when I think of you, I can only taste bile. I've heard it said you're an aristocrat. Get a grip, missus.
Oh my
I know
God.
you're better than that. You can't marry a count and act like you're grand, especially when he died at your very own hand. Let's conclude this feud. Let's finish this dance. I'm sure you will agree that you never had a chance. So please accept this as my final word. Between you and I, you'll always come third.
Damn. Do you have anything to say about that?
Did he intended to shock me? The compositions of that obscene little
I was
commoner
expecting
have
a
no power
fucking
over me
rap.
with the ridiculous flute he tootles. I won't even dignify this one with a response. Greetings. Hello.
Hi. Did you like the song?
Horrendous little minstrel. I'd as soon discuss the contents of an ogre's privy.
Excellent.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Fantastic.
That was amazing.
The dog still around? I heard barking.
Can you just say dog and see what anyone has to say about it?
Good evening.
I mean, one of the skills I got for
Farewell
Sin
now.
summons a spectral dog.
Oh,
I guess, is it still
little ghost
here?
dog.
Okay. Put it out here originally, and I saw it running around for a second. I thought it would like vanished by now. I want to go back to the basement. See if I can find those things she mentioned. There was one in a bear with her father's name. What was the other one she
Which
said?
we don't know, but we can still look around for.
What was the other one she said? It was hidden somewhere. Should still ask.
We can also check the name, or like the notes we've got, right?
You get a note for that one?
think.
No.
Lost God's Note.
That's the actual, like, story quest.
Yeah, like quest. Okay. I'm good to keep in mind regardless.
Hello. What are we to discuss?
Yep, up.
Many years ago,
Shut.
I left a little heirloom in a hollow barrel in the cellars. One of the barrels in my cellars contains
Oh,
a
the huge
special...
pork, that was the other one.
I'll see what...
I guess, so just the one then, I think. There wasn't any clues for that one. So I think I'll... I don't know her father's name. And looking around's not gonna... We went through, like, so many barrels of stuff. I don't remember any of them having names on them. They're all, like, categories of people. I'll look around until I can find out her father's name, I guess. Maybe we can go ask the Piper about it.
Maybe. You did try asking her father, right?
Alchemist.
Yeah, he said, I don't want to talk about it.
You can throw a bunch of stuff in a pot and boil it.
Yeah, which I remember being thoroughly disappointed by that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did you know there is a hidden number that can't be counted? I had no idea.
How many of these are going to be?
Stars. They were the little twinkly things, weren't they?
The twinkly thing.
Just have this
Oh,
out right next to
no.
your astronomy shelf, Countess?
Oh no. Let's read it anyway.
My favorite shape is the oblong. I just like the sound of it.
The oblong.
Animals are so clever. Animals are so stupid. It's all very good to learn logic, but there are places where it won't help you at all. Look at all these lovely diagrams. Necromancy is a kind of medicine, you know.
Is it? Is it really?
It's the exact opposite of
It says
medicine, if I'm
that
understanding
defense
correctly.
is the best form of attack. Is that right? Have you ever thought of this? What if we're living in some sort of simulation and we're all just playthings for bored idiots? It makes you think, doesn't it?
I mean, sure, but hey!
According to this book, if you suspect a lake is harboring mermen, you can simply cast a gentrify spell and count the top hats as they float to the surface. Remarkable.
Wow.
Count the top
Popular
hats
songs
as they
of the
float to the
city.
surface.
It says something about earworms here. I had one of those, but it crawled out.
How many books are there? Jeez.
Pages of silly pictures. Ooh, look at me. I've got a rabbit on my shield. Idiots.
There's a lot in
Dark
heraldry.
magic. I wrote the book on it, you know. I mean, not this book. This book is rubbish.
Thanks.
A book on spelling, it seems.
What are you talking about? You monosyllabic fools could stand a look at this. It might help you construct an actual sentence for once.
We've been saying all sorts of non-monosyllabic words. Like melancholy.
Ooh, there are some of yours in here, Maz. Oh, you wrote the sort that doesn't rhyme. No, no, I like a nice couplet.
Damn. Alright, let's see how it is.
It's always darkest just before the dawn. Is that true? It's been so long since I saw a dawn. I think some of these sayings are a bit dubious.
Mayhaps.
Dubious.
You can't teach me anything about making speeches. I've been making speeches since speeches were invented, if
Young
not
adult.
Uh, read some young adult.
No, this isn't really.
I think Leopard has a YA section.
Literally anything that
Some of the
convinces
writing
children to
here
read is a good
seems
thing.
Intensely familiar.
You learned about gods, right?
Some of the writing here seems intense. Oh, yes. That's clever, I think.
I think. Me after reading any
You're
satire.
a joke.
Ah!
No! No! We've been owned!
Damn.
Lots of books about farming. What was farming? Is something people did in the dirt, I seem to remember.
It's rather important.
Oh, you must do this. Oh no, you can't do that. They write whole books of this nonsense. Some of these seem familiar. I feel almost as if I
The
wrote some of
crypticisms.
these.
These look the important ones back here. I saw from one of those shoulders have like a secret pass lever to unlock that gate.
That would be pretty sweet.
Beside a gloomy shore, the backwards vermin sail. Stand before them face to face and take away their twisted tail.
No. Think.
At the regal open fire, give the implied command. The bovine idiot contradicts himself. Tell him what he is.
Cow? No, that's not it.
Oh, you who sit behind the wall, do you hold the keys in one hand, the other curled like a cat's paw? Or do you work on your evolutionary advantage on buttons and sticks? Seek the reverse key where it flies and tell you who you are. One first step away from a killer.
What the fuck? The other ones I feel like I had like some idea of what they were looking for, but this is just a bit much. Excuse me. Oh Jesus.
From nothing she came, a celestial champion of justice. She resolved to bring order to the bestial masses and pass judgment from this very spot. But they fled from her like spry creatures of the field. Now her love has turned to abhorrence. Tease out the muddled truth from this journey, then look on her work and whisper her name. Far over the sea he wanders at will, a hound whose feet can never stay still. If you don't know his name, don't take it to heart. I told it you once, right at the start.
Did I hear you correctly? Far? I beg your pardon. See? What a strange thing to say.
Separated from his feline companion, the cheater finds himself in a mixed-up place. Tell his musical crony where to find him.
I'm completely lost on all of these at this point, honestly.
The submariner scattered seeds around the king's room. What depths will he not plumb? Are these like riddles I'm supposed to answer here? Or are they like hints for stuff elsewhere? Or are they
I don't
just
know.
gibberish?
I assumed that they were hints for something and that you were supposed to be answering them. Are these references to other media? Maybe? I don't know.
It's possible. Oh, there's more books out here.
Hell yeah!
The Song of Koth. The odd sounds boring.
Okay, that...
The story of Marina the Hunter sounds boring.
These all seem to be like procedurally tossed together titles.
The Saga of Arcus the Faultless. Whatever.
No, whatever.
The story of Marina the
Ooh,
Hunter.
a sequel. No, just a
Reddit.
duplicate copy.
The Romance of Arcus the Witless. Whatever.
Yeah, these just are just gonna give this more similar lines like that, I think. So check the other library. More romances. Spelling books.
Some kind of spell that can change hay into a hat. Oh, look, a spell that turns a cob into a cow.
I don't think that's what those books are for, but I don't want to tell the Cryptmaster he doesn't know what he's talking about.
History.
History of the city.
It says here that Aldo has been the head priest of Shalia for untold centuries, and he more or less rules the city. He sounds like an absolute ass.
Shrine.
I don't know why I suddenly clicked that, but
Oh.
There's a book here that lists all the books about books that have ever been written. Idiots.
is this the lore room?
There's
Nice.
a book here called Crypticism. Ooh, fascinating. Did you know that ancient legends tell of a mysterious ghostly necromancer who dwells in the very deepest crypts? It's lovely to
You can
be
tell he was
noticed.
really proud to be talked about as a mysterious, ghostly
There are lots
necromancer.
of books here about the city's methods for determining whether somebody is living or dead. It seems to me to be a rather arbitrary distinction. King Edgar was a king of this land before the city was founded, it seems.
The name.
Apparently, the people chose him
Probably not her
because he
father,
was
but
fair, then deposed him because he was boring. Here's a book about fish. It says here that mermaids are the only fish with hair. I never knew that.
the whole alphabet. Damn, nice.
Damn.
All the way to Z.
Fuck.
Lore.
Well, we're in it for the long haul. Let's read. We were on G, I think.
Gogo. Apparently, all this land was once his, above and below, gifted by the elder powers in the springtime of the world. I feel rather mean now for sneering at his titles. High Mages? The Council of High Mages was established by Metropolitan Edict 73 years after the city's founding and was later subdivided. If you find out the names of the God's Islands,
Okay.
you can say them aloud and I'll take you
Cut that one
there.
off. I guess though that was a long one.
Yeah.
It seems that Is, the deity of desire, liked the letter R because it's the only one that can be found in hatred, but not in death. What a weirdly specific fact.
That's a god name though. That's Is.
There are lots of books here.
I was wondering if that was
going
gonna be the thing.
Apparently,
Yeah.
you were a noble champion of great strength and purity. Purity. I love it. It says here that to become an initiate of the trickster god Klaxo, you had to pull his divine thumb. I don't know what that means.
Their god name.
It says that Loria was once the great goddess
writing
of
these down.
justice.
Yep.
I expect that's one of those jobs that sounds more important than it is. Ooh, Maz, there's a book about you here. Actually, it's a book written by you. Perhaps you should sign it.
So we got Is, Loria. What was the
Scandals
second one?
And Sybaritism,
Klaxo.
a biography of the sea witch Nyx. Ooh, dare I read on? Some fellow called Orthos seems to have written a lot of these books. There's even one here with his name on it, but there are no pages in it.
That'd be the notes we're finding. No, not the notes. The fragments we're finding.
It says here that Pain, the god of doom and destruction, once
Winston
thought
Payne.
the alphabet was too soft and curly for his
Okay.
use. So he made a new one by replacing all the letters with a tougher set of symbols.
That's the symbols we've been finding.
Okay.
Yeah, they've certainly been a pain in the ass.
I didn't know there were so many sorts. Sub-quests, side quests, quest markers. What are they? Listen to this. Rats are notoriously unsanitary creatures, known to carry a number of deadly diseases due to their poor personal hygiene. Well, I guess that settles it.
That was what?
Ooh, listen to this. After her part in saving the city, the notorious assassin Sin was posthumously pardoned of all her crimes. The reading of her pardon took fully 3 days.
Wow.
Damn, alright.
They all laughed at that.
The Temple of Shalia sits atop the Great Seal and is home to the High Priest Audo, the Order of Paladins,
This really is the
and
lore
a
room.
world-famous spa
Yeah.
and wellness complex. Ugh,
Shangri
sounds
Spa! Shangri Spa! We found it!
According to one of these books, the Countess Solara was once considered the fairest and most eligible maiden in the city, but her reputation took a tumble when she bit off a suitor's nose. Good for her.
Good for her.
There's a book here about vampires. Ooh, look at me. I'm 700 years old and I have the skin of a teenager.
You know what that means? 700-year-old acne.
Yeah.
According to this book, and before wax cylinders were invented, it was common to freeze spoken words so they could be transported, packed in ice, to their destination. When thawed in the correct order, they would deliver their message. It sounds like a lot of bother to me. It says in this book that it's illegal for a bear to play a xylophone. I wonder
What?
prompted that law.
Not a lot of things to go with X. But something important, I'm sure.
Yellow is the color of celebration, to be worn on all important occasions. I can't even remember what colors looked like.
Let me see if I can show you. It's kind of yellow.
Piss filter.
It says here that the city's zoological gardens are home to the Underland Pavilion, containing captured specimens of toadmen, sentient rats, glutinous blocks, and other subterranean species. You know, it would serve them right if the whole Underland were to rise against them.
Greetings. Oh, I could tell you some stories about that old goat. He claims to be pure when he is anything but pure. I suppose I do admire him a little. I don't want to talk about that.
Alright.
Choose a different topic. That has no interest for me. Choose something different. Oh, the bard of yore, the golden tongue, he of the silver strings. I confess a weakness for his verse. Untutored, of course, but rich with primitive pleasure and earthy delight. And it's in couplets, which I love. The warrior of legend, what a wonderful slab of meat he must have been. They say he could carry a horse for 100 leagues, which seems a rather contrary way to travel.
Yeah,
That
that
is no interest
seems a
for
little.
me.
Yeah.
I've always rather admired her. They say she once hated a man so much that she had Audo resurrect him just so she could kill him again. Delightful.
Is
The sea witch?
Audo's the
There
high
have always
priest,
been
right?
rumors
Yes.
that our family line is descended in some way from one of her dalliances. Of course, she was rather profligate, so it's not easy to unpick that particular web. Goodbye.
We did get 4 god names out of that room.
Yeah.
It sits in the back.
We could have also asked her about those god names, right?
Yeah, I'll do that after I see what's in here.
We could also go ask our toad husband.
Yeah. Crown carved on the mantelpiece.
I'll take your word for it.
I've seen these symbols before.
Oh, okay. I can.
How much of this do we know?
We have. $13 symbols. It's half the alphabet.
A rather pedestrian rhyme scheme, don't you think, Maz?
2 rhyming words, pleasing to the eye. The first can follow thunder, the next can follow fly. 2 little words, no need for any more. Do the first one with your hands, and the second one on the floor. Put them together to find the nonsense name of Plaxos Island. Words can follow thunder and fly, thunderbolt, thunder shock, thunder wave, thunder. Or is it like not a phrase? Is it a like something that comes after thunder? Like it before thunder.
No need for any more. Do the first one with your hands. Lay the second one on the floor.
Nah. But it is 8 letters.
Wait, is it claptrap?
That sounds right. You just stick with the hand. That's on the floor. That's gotta be it.
You clap with your hands and lay a trap on the floor.
Yes, that may be.
Yes.
Go and stand in the middle
Good,
of the
Clue.
room and say
Good
it
get.
out loud.
Rockman got clap. I just did the other half.
Oh, this looks like a tricky one.
On the changing of place names.
All letters should advance by 1 step in the alphabetical sequence. The vowels
Vowels are sinful letters and may not advance.
Okay, so we start with grace. We advance each by 1 step. It's H, S, A, D, E. Swap the first 2, shade. If any letter finds itself between 2 vowels, was either removed, burnt, or replaced by the holy letter. The holy letter may not be named, but if you promise to think, the sound will come naturally to your lips. That removes the D in shade. You, shame.
That does seem like a good answer. Put this scroll down and try saying it out loud.
Because your lips are together.
Mm-hmm.
These are really good puzzles.
I like these kind of puzzles.
More doggerel.
First in a shrub, but not in a bush. The first in a house, but not in a home. The third in men, but not in bones. Fourth in a cup, but not in a cauldron. Fifth in a skull, but not in a flask. Last is in the sun, the sky, and the grass. So that's R, U, M, P, U, X. Rumpus!
Rumpus.
You might have something. Move away from here and say it out loud.
So now we're just missing pains, and that's mostly because we only have half the fucking alphabet.
Yeah. We'll ask Ulara about the gods and Gaga while I'm at it. See if they have anything to say about it. Because Ulara does have a Past in Pain's language written in her chamber.
Yeah. I've just got a pen and paper handy at this point. Even if you already have some stuff written down, I like to have things written as well, just so I can think through things.
Good evening.
Keeps my hand.
One of the
hands
only
busy as well.
unsecured deities left down here. He was a terror in his day, I believe, but there's not much left of him now.
Well, what does that mean?
That is no interest for...
What about... Yeah, I was gonna say Klaxo next.
A trickster god, one of the few not yet filed away safely in my library. Be careful with him. He's a slippery one. The old goddess of justice. I don't know what she's the goddess of these days. She still resists all my efforts to contain her. She protects herself with a veritable wall of excuses and distractions. Once a great goddess of desire and lust. Hardly suitable for polite society, I fancy. Goodbye.
What's this message?
How many of these letters do we have?
Well, from what I've written down, this message is blank, 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 E. Blank A, blank G, blank, blank O, blank E.
Hang on, I'm writing it down myself. These are awful letters, by the way. These are horrible.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
just
that
as
Pain
an
made them
alphabet.
that way on purpose, they said.
Thank you, Pain. I hate you. This is never taking off as a new conlang. Can you believe that there are people out there that just make new languages as their fucking hobby?
Yeah.
It's insane.
I feel like the last one on that second word's gotta be... Because what else could come after G other than S and E?
Do we know the first letter of each one?
No, don't have that.
Do we have the sideways trapezoid?
Nope.
Shit.
Those are important ones.
Hmm. Do you want to open up a tab of Microsoft Paint or something and make a note sheet on stream?
No, that I don't wanna... I'm really bad at drawing with a mouse.
Same, honestly, and yeah. Oh, husband, dearest, we have questions for you.
Hello, my lovelies. I've
Hi,
missed
darling.
you in my way. Shall we play
Gago is great.
cards?
I think he's probably my favorite character we've met outside of
Let's
the
change
Cryptmaster.
subject.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about something else? Why do you speak that name to me? A minor god, almost forgotten. Now, is there something else you'd like to discuss? Quite the lady, they say. Should you ever encounter her, do give her my regards. I should rather like to meet her someday. Now, can I help you with something else? I'm sure we
I was doing the
just
same thing with all the
talked
gods
about
then.
that, didn't we? That tired
Oh, wow.
old crooner, that miserable old rat botherer. Do you know he calls himself a king, as if it's just a case of putting on a spiky hat? Sometimes I send out my toads to battle his vermin for practice, but otherwise, I have nothing to do with him. My social life may be somewhat stunted in recent centuries, but he is absolutely not the thing. Not the thing at all. So, until we meet again, my dears.
Let's...
Thank you, Gago.
Thank you, Gago.
Wow! What an interesting place we've discovered.
Those sounds?
Does this qualify as penis music? I think it does. Oh my
hello.
god!
Hey, hey! Pilgrims! Oh, look! You bunch of old corpses seem to be falling apart! Hey, I had an undead friend once whose nose fell off. How did he smell, you ask? Dreadful! Well, look around, have fun.
I'm gonna assume that's Klaxo.
That seems likely.
Can we talk to him?
That's not. I can't talk to the portraits there.
Okay.
Just like Lars in the castle, that's kind of there.
Hmm. Yeah, I've made up my mind. This is definitely penis music.
No C's.
Dang. Barbaracuda. Excellent. Hello, friend. Did you just write slammin'?
No, shut up.
Slammin' jammin' everywhere. Is Joro's word corn?
What? Corn? You have
Is it horn?
stomachs. You can't be hungry. Why did you say that? What does that
Too many
mean?
possibilities. Jeffrey!
Jeffrey! Game over, Return of Jeffrey. I love that there's an entire species of fish named Jeffrey.
What do you mean?
Also, free food.
Dog.
Whoa, dog be upon ye. Pet.
Stop it with that cutesy nonsense. Your zombies behave like
Oh, it's just following me.
Aww, uppy.
Joro.
Jaro. Hello, sir.
Jimkin.
Chicken. Behold. Klaxo's massive cock.
Eh.
And fish. But I don't have a joke for that one.
I think this is where the
Having
things
fun,
come in.
pilgrims? Well, to enter my temple and ascend to the next level of madcap chaos, you must unpick an especially naughty riddle. You see those two statues? One of them always lies, and one of them always tells the truth. Go and talk to them, then come back and tell me who is lying. The fish or the fowl?
Okay.
Either you are alive or I am not telling the truth.
Logic puzzle. Hell yeah. Paradox.
If I'm not telling the truth, then this is a lie.
If I am not telling the truth, this is a lie. So if it is telling the truth, it's a lie. If they're not telling the truth, which means that it's not a lie because they're telling the truth, which means neither of these are going to be functional.
Can you tell him neither?
Not lying, then 1 and 1 is 3.
Got it yet? Who's the liar?
You.
Yes!
Yeah!
You're quite right. None of those statements could have been said by someone who can only tell the truth or by someone who can only lie. They're logical paradoxes. So yes, I was the one who lied to you. Aren't you clever? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are the cleverest corpses in the whole wide world. Now, you may enter.
Hell yeah. Big brain plays. Gyro. I was kind of hoping that we wouldn't have to listen to the penis music anymore.
Was home to at least 700 gods, but Shalia, the goddess of life, abides no equals. And now her worship has pushed the lesser gods into underground reliquaries and kitchen shrines.
Fancies a natter.
Arise. The one who makes it has no need for it. The one who buys it has no use for it. The one who uses it neither sees nor feels it. What is it?
I've heard this before, but I can't remember the answer. Who makes it has no need for it. Who buys it has no use for it. Who uses it neither sees nor feels it. What is it? Means they can hear it. They can. Want to use. It's probably something abstract. Out of like a music or something like that. You can make it, you can buy it, you can use it.
I mean, in this setting, I don't know if you could say that you can buy music. Like, yeah, there's wax cylinders, but like, it's not really widespread, I guess.
Yeah, I'm saying it's probably not music because that's a concrete thing. It's something abstract, a concept,
I guess.
not a.
Also, I know technically that you can't actually feel music, but like, fuck off. I'm a musician. That's the only way that I experience music is vibes based.
I meant in the physical sense, not in the emotional sense.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. One who makes it has no need for it. The one who buys it has no use for it.
You're buying it for someone else. You're buying it for because you don't use it. I need to let this one sit for a bit and come back later.
My only guess so far is present.
How do you know they've seen or feel a present, though? Also doesn't
No,
fit.
yeah, that's the one that's tripping me up. Hell.
No.
These I can come back to later,
Hey.
unlike the chests.
Yeah,
Those are
unlike the
one-time.
chests. Love bug.
I hate this place already.
Bobo! What?
What was his crack? You missed!
It's a little difficult to aim with fish.
Hmm.
Hello. What's this? Smooth, curved at one end, made of metal. Very light. I think it needs to be.
Spoon?
I think this could be a scarf. No, it's of no use to the dead.
It's a spoon.
My face looks funny.
Nice.
It doesn't taste unusual. All right, that's enough fooling around. A spoon. That's a nice word, isn't it? Spoon.
Ah!
I do enjoy the sensation of the vowel on my lips, which I do not have. Mo. Dog. Joffrey? Damn.
What letters do I take?
Demolished.
Hey, stay down, Momo. Oh, Maz is almost dead.
Zingzy. Salon. Uh-oh. We're good. You want to soothe a little bit? Face.
Where
ready
is dog?
somewhere.
Ding dong!
Ding dong! Amazing. Nice. We already had O and N.
Yeah, I already had I too. It just said ING. So I think O and G are the ones I didn't really have there. So that's what it seems
Yes,
to be, rough.
the hourglass. Yes. You can stall it by knocking them down. Xanthar the gelatinous cube.
Sploog!
Sploog. Duel. Ooh.
Duel? That doesn't make much
Nope.
sense.
Well, fuck you. Mmm. That seems a little bit risky.
Wang doodle!
Oh my god, these names are delightful.
Whoops.
You thought you could get up. No, fuck off. Punk ass bitch.
Alright, what's the best letters in Wang doodle? W-H-A, I think.
Wah!
Ooh.
Shrew. Yes, I
Missed the D.
kind of animals, indeed.
C teaches you to know which way is up.
Thank. Why would we do that now?
We hate being grateful.
About Nyx. Nyx a lot of multi-hit attacks. That apply to each salmon or only one of them?
Mmm. Worth checking out.
I hate this place.
Yeah, this place sucks. I mean, it's fun, but I hate it. I hope we level up soon so we can fill out the next letter of our team's name.
Yeah. There was a weird sound with the door. Did I get lost woods?
Hopefully not.
Boing boo!
Boing boo! Oh, these are delightful. Slappa.
It didn't even take. Boy!
Boing.
Oh yeah, there's a chest that opened already. you again. So that was... Okay. I'll just go straight back through here. Okay, that one works. Shut up, Black Cell.
Sir, respectfully, shut the fuck up.
Disrespectfully. Ah!
Rub-a-dub! Yeah.
Oh, crap, I didn't pee.
Nice.
Rub it up.
We're trapped in Klaxo's House of Mirrors.
No! Oh, I thought frothing was good.
That was good. You'll never find the exit, detective. Yeah, I was gonna say it's a really ominous looking room.
So you found me! And now I'm starting to suspect that you aren't pilgrims at all. That awful pole-faced countess must have sent you. Well, do you worst, I suppose.
Oh.
What? Oh.
We closed the book on him.
God of nuisance.
Yeah, I'll say. Nice job. Yeah, Rockman, it's basically like getting experience type thing.
I did not get a word of that.
It's like how if a character dies and or a party member dies, they don't get experience from battle. Same thing with letters in this.
Yeah.
I'll see you or not.
I guess we have to get all four first.
I can try putting it on the pedestal.
True.
Oh yeah, he's here.
You can play cards against him?
Oh, come to gloat, have we? I can't believe you stuck me in this gloomy old library with all these dusty old tomes. Hey, here's a joke for you. How does a back-to-front poet write? No. Now, what about a hand of cards?
All right.
Okay.
I want to get that. I want to get that riddle before we forget about it. What the hell
Yeah,
could
I
it
was gonna
be?
say.
That is Klaxo, the god of nuisance.
Yep, we just beat him at his own game, and we've trapped him in his book. He's also got a pretty cool design.
Yeah, but awful taste in music.
Yep. I have definitively classified this as penis music.
Speak, spirit. The one who makes it has no need for it. The one who buys it has no use for it. The one who uses it
Oh!
neither sees
I got it.
nor feels it.
What is it?
Is it? Yeah.
I wonder if Casper would work it too. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I'm tired of this place too. Shame.
Why can I walk out here?
Yeah, so Dachi, we have been sent on a quest to find the, to find 4, minor gods. And collect their books. And put them in this, Ulara? Is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is this
Queen
a
Ulara's,
queue?
library. She's a petty bitch.
Next. Welcome to the Temple of the Goddess Loria, formerly the Great Goddess of Justice, Law, Inclusivity, and Well-Being, but now... Well, that's none of your business. Next!
Oh, cool. Maybe I had to go through the queue. If I didn't, you would have yelled at me.
Oh, that's funny. Tailback.
I went to go for the T, but I missed.
Is, Sin's word frothing?
I tried that already.
Oh, you did? I didn't even see.
And then I said I thought frothing was good. And you said, yeah, it was, but it didn't work.
I'm very tired. Oh, good news. Loria's music's not much better.
You don't seem to be pilgrims. That's... problematic. Wardens!
I think it's better.
It's better, but it's still got quite a bit of, something. 22? Let me look it up real quick.
Ow. It's trophies.
Bad. Don't like
Yeah.
that.
I don't think we need to do that.
14.
So you, Rockman, you might know Loria's voice actress from a couple of things. They seem to work a lot in anime. Let me see.
Curious. A little round spinny thing. I think these can be very
Compass.
useful for travelers like us. But I don't think I need it right now. Ha! Yes, a compass.
She's in a bunch of Digimon stuff. Digimon Adventure Tri. Kari Kamiya from that, apparently. She was Sonya in Fire Emblem Echoes. Oh. She's Mokuba from Yu-Gi-Oh! Kaiba's younger brother.
What word is that, Nyx?
Excellent question.
Damn.
This harpsichord player's earning their keep.
What are you mumbling about now?
So I think the music is bad with Klaxos?
No, not at all. I just think it's almost as silly, if that makes sense.
Not contract. Extract and restract don't fit.
Is Joro's word realm?
No.
You're not making any sense.
It's not reach either, I tried that.
Umpty. Why haven't I invented my own instrument yet? Because I don't have the time. I'm exhausted. Although that would be fun.
umpteen.
Everyone's been named after numbers in this, right?
Yeah. That's not a real number.
Excuses,
That's a
you're
big
right.
jokey number.
Yep. Communicate.
Come on, then.
Only 3 letters.
I am made of water made am I. But
Ice.
if you put
Yep.
me into water, then I will surely die. Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
I thought that too.
Conscience.
Oh.
Ha, I had one of those, but I coughed it up.
Aristocracy.
Jaggerback.
Bang.
Why would we do that now?
Good guess.
Doro.
Jarl. How
Oh, it's
long
the
does
room.
it take for us to level up?
I don't know, but the first ones weren't that fun. We still got a lot of letters on these words on this list, though.
We do, that is true. Can we stand in the corner of the waterfall and skulk a little bit to make the Cryptmaster mad?
You're not making any sense.
Darn.
You used physical violence on my wardens? How dare you? You are not welcome.
They attacked
here.
us first.
You are in my temple without my
And
permission.
you opened the door.
You will be punished.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Bureaucracy.
Well, that settles her.
That's an awful word to spell.
Yeah.
What is Joro and Sin's words?
We tried reach.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
Do it again, just in case.
What do you want to do? Reach?
Rumpus. You look interesting.
My toes!
My toes, my fucking toes. Decolletage?
Is it one of the rare fish, maybe? Stuck under the thing? Yeah, it was. I got a ring.
Nice. Glumjack.
A terrible cast, Joro. Try again. Ignore my terrible typing.
B.
No B.
Bakaruda.
Wow. Guys, come on. I know you're dead. Do better than this. Ah!
Rewinds the enemy's timer.
Oh, that could be nice.
Scorpion fish.
Come on. A lot of words that start with I.
Yeah.
Some of them are that long. No idea what letter I got there. You! That's a funny set of vowels. Boo boo!
Boo boo! Salmon!
What?
Hi, how are you?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was funky.
Great. I mean, really great. Have you been working out? Oh, it's been so long since anybody came to see me. I've been all on my lonesome. So come on in, make yourself at home. I'm afraid the place is a little run down. My snakes have had the run of it for centuries, so just don't hiss, okay? They're kind of sensitive.
I can't use
Remember
S.
what she said. Don't hiss.
Oh, I take damage. Okay.
Pop it. Oh, they just have a mask on. It's funny.
Ooh, this is a good word.
Not their fault.
Even for putting in words, I guess. Nice.
Oh.
Mr. Puppet!
Mr. Puppet. This game has some excellent names.
Mr. Puppet.
Mr. Puppet.
This was the Second War of Succession, and it ended when the Coven of 13, disciples of the Sea Witch Nyx, were banished by Audo to the Island of No Return, from whence they never returned.
Wow.
Dang, imagine that.
You know, sometimes people forget to change these locks from the default setting.
Open.
Oh yes, I was just...
Amazing. Love that.
I typoed it!
It counts.
Really? Game?
It's not their fault.
Did not take?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. They're kind of flighty.
Okay. It's very... Oh, I dropped it. Very slippery.
Dope?
Slippery.
I don't think corpses like us have much use for this. If I can pick it up, then... Ugh, no. I know this one. Is it a... echo? It looks just...
Yeah, soap.
It's just a sort of lump. Oh, soap.
Okay, using S and then this doesn't count at least.
Yeah, they got rid of the little icon.
Everyone's got S's in their names.
Ah, fuck. Pyromaniac. Or Mania. Oh boy, poor Sin. Funny, that is definitively not that. P or P letters.
Get out of here. It's Princess. There's her door. Riddle! Really?
Speak up, Phantom.
It's never behind you, wherever you've been. It's always in front of you, and yet can't be seen.
Future!
Yes.
Future! Hang on, do I have a button for that? I think I've got a button for that.
Fudge!
I'm ghosting.
I'm gonna go out, heal up, get these wards, and then come back.
Yeah. Not being able to use S is a bitch. It's not like it's an uncommon letter, too.
Steady.
Princess. That's a very modern word, Nyx.
Yeah.
Rumpus.
remember what she said. Don't hiss.
Dragoni, have you ever seen a specter?
Spectre? Can't say I have. Only 3 letters on Maz's word.
Would you like to?
No T's. That's a really common letter. What's the point of this hallway?
You'll have to forgive my acolytes. They're kind of jealous, you know. Naughty things. They want me all for themselves. Say, you're awfully keen to come up and see me. I wonder what it is you want, Actually, let me fix that question up a little. I don't mean what do you want right now, or what do you want from me. I mean, what do you want? What is it that you desire?
Translation for Pang's language.
Yeah. Or, you know, being alive.
That's
Also great.
life.
Oh, life is overrated. If I were you, I would just stay dead. It's much the same, only you don't need to pay taxes. Anyway,
Ooh,
I can't actually
tempting.
grant these requests anymore. I just like to ask. I like to, you know, tickle your fancy where I can.
Please don't say that.
There's nothing much more to see this way, but feel free to hang around and soak in the atmosphere.
I can't tell if there's any bugs in here with all the snake sounds. Blocks T. Ah! Brain is failing me.
Yeah, no, it's difficult to rack your brain through all the different words that can work.
Boo boo. Little alcoves. They gotta have some purpose. There are many bugs in them.
Not hiding. Yeah, I was gonna say, if not hiding bugs.
Do you know what was the worst thing about being a deity of desire? It was being beholden to people. Desire is nothing without a subject and an object. The objects were fine, but the subjects... These days, I'd much rather consume a supplicant than convert them. Let me show you what I mean.
Flirtation? Yeah.
What did she say there?
I have no idea. God of being anonymous. Apparently not. It's pretty easy to just see a picture of my face. It still counts. Deals 3 damage to the enemy, but also 3 damage to Joro. Okay.
Just leave. Okay.
Now
it's time to crack a cipher.
Yeah.
Maz, you hound. Is that right?
Oh, this one didn't get saved.
Speak now, spirit.
What sort of room is a room with no doors or windows?
Why the fuck do you sound like that? He sounds like he'd be featured in like a cereal advertisement or something.
Yeah. A room with no doors, windows. That changed the riddle on it, or I just missed this one before. Ballroom? No. An online chat. It's a chat room. Gotta be metaphorical. These are always metaphors. That's how these riddles work. I mean, chat room fits, but I doubt that's it.
Oh, fuck.
Room, courtyard won't fit.
Your friends.
Bridegroom. A bathroom door.
Think of your friends. That is the hint. It's not a bad hint.
Oh my god!
You even said bathroom door.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Rise up and talk.
I'm needed by the rich and owned by the poor. You'll die if you eat me, that's for sure. What am I? Yes.
Ointment? Okay.
Zigzag.
Do what? Trick.
Alright, time to crack a cipher. Machinima? Is Machinima still a thing? Talk to these guys while I'm here, at least.
Well, hi. I think we may have gotten off to a bad start when we first met. Well, shall we play cards?
my monthly revenue is 0 Dodgy, so it's not gonna be all that tough right now.
I'm not talking to you. I can't believe you violated the sanctity of my temple and removed me to this horrific bibliographical zoo without my consent. I absolutely refuse to have anything more to do with you. Unless you come to play cards, that is. I could possibly be swayed by a hand of cards. A game of cards?
Being able to play cards with terrorists is neat, but it just takes too long.
Yeah, for the sake of stream, it's a little tricky.
Wasn't there a sign written using these symbols near Goggo's Paris?
It's on near Goggo's.
Ooh.
That's actually a good hint. It's been a couple weeks since then.
Sorry, 95%. The last 5% goes to... I love the Toad area music. It's very fun.
Very chill, yeah. Outs. Where's my note?
It's an L. It's an L.
Wait, is it live, laugh, love?
God. Oh my God! It is. It fucking is.
C is... Wow, okay.
That's infuriating. Fuck. She had that on her wall and it just said live, laugh, love. Fuck.
It is live, laugh, love. Oh my God.
Damn it. God. That's so funny. I love that. We've cracked the code. But we do also now know letters that are important.
Yeah.
Can we try taking a crack at transcribing it?
Huh?
Do we want to try taking a crack at transcribing Payne's riddle?
That's why I'm walking over to where the riddle is.
Just figured I'd say. Filling the dead air. Because there's so much of it. Liven the place up a little, don't you know?
Look, I think each of these symbols is a letter, so we can solve it.
All right, I know that
like a
already. Shut up.
cipher. Or what is that recurring set of 3 symbols? That might be a good place to start.
It's gotta be the. So that was the hook one. T.
That.
So this is. I am going to like.
Yeah, for this one, I think it'd be important. Good to have it on screen.
Can I just draw directly on OBS? No, I'm just gonna all over Paint.
You can do a text file, or like a text object in OBS.
I'll need to move the stream pane. Okay, let's add a temporary window capture of Microsoft Paint. Shut up. So this. Shut up. Need a thicker brush. S. Of pain is called
something.
no, that's
just a
not
guess.
S. Some of these. Brimstone. That. Brimstone. It can be found in the I've seen that symbol before. Western. Is that what I have down? Is or is it G? Region of the no, it's not swamp, it's shut up. Sunken Sea. Behold my penmanship. Get that window capture out of here.
Upon my bones, you may have it. Now put the scroll down and say it.
All right. Oh, we are high up.
Hey, Pain, I want to kill you. You suck.
I'm afraid your drinking days are long behind you.
Oh, we got more.
Jesus.
No.
I didn't realize that we were gonna have to fucking find the solution to unlocking the Reggies in this game.
No pain, no gain.
Hmm.
Because of course. That's just repeated. Whoa, hello.
Oh my god.
Brooding? Tell me, who do you seek here on this quiet island of meditation and mindful harmony? Ah, that's a name I haven't heard in many years. If you are supplicants seeking pain, the great god of doom and
Seeking
destruction,
pain.
then know that he no longer keeps any priests. Long gone are the days when he sat upon his flaming throne atop a mountain of burning skulls in a lake of boiling blood. Past are the ages when champions in tight leather fought for his favor in arenas filled with skull-headed bats. No, this is an age of frailty, when the weak prosper, and true warriors are sidelined in the name of compassion. No,
Oh God, he's a
there is
boomer.
nothing you can say to convince me to grant you an audience with pain. Stop. Okay. Your wheedling insistence has
I didn't even hit enter. I was just started typing letters.
You may enter, but beware. This ancient temple is full of peril. Only the strongest and most worthy warriors will survive.
Part of me expect this to be like piss easy. This is a joke. I like your tunes, at least. Riddle!
It wants to say something.
Rise from your grave.
You took me from my home before the world could wake me. But now you have a need for me. You'll first have to break me.
Yes!
What? Egg? Oh man, these tunes are out of control.
Ah, what the? Oh, there's spikes there.
No pain, no gain after all.
Dang it.
His name is
War
the
Fist.
W now.
What a strange thing it is to hold
I beg your pardon. I can't fucking hear you over all these spikes.
Yes, what?
Kill the guard!
That's a hell of a name for a skeleton.
Just a minute, pain. I gotta go look for a chest. Jeffrey!
Jeffrey!
Wasn't there one Jeff that had inexplicably 3 Fs for some reason?
Yeah.
Let's have it then.
What is it that has a bottom at the top?
What? Oh my god.
Yes.
So you have survived my
First? Oh,
trials.
Jesus.
Well, know then that I am the great god Pain, and those who seek to serve me must train their minds and bodies for many years. They must study the blade, the bow, and the war hammer, all while remaining intellectually curious and preserving their dignity and honor. They must forsake all intimate contact, withholding their muscular bodies in order to keep them as pure as sharpened steel. Yes, in my service, they are mighty weapons and hardy tools. Are you prepared to forge yourselves into such tools?
No.
Sure.
Excellent. I will pound you relentlessly until you're shaped to my liking. Now,
Please
if you
don't
wish
phrase it
to
like
look
that.
upon the terrible glory of my countenance, continue through my chambers of trials. At the temple's heart, I await you.
Oh, there's a riddle. And fish.
Egg back.
In the corner there? No.
Rise, spirit, and speak with us.
I'm a helpful fellow. I pose no threat. But the more I try, the wetter I get.
Sponge doesn't fit. Towel doesn't fit.
No!
No.
Arise.
I'm a helpful fellow. I pose no threat. But the more I try, the wetter I get.
Sponge,
Towel?
towel, mop. And 5 letters.
I think towel would be the because we did cloth and it didn't work.
Oh. Why did I think towel was 6 letters?
Yes!
Sometimes you just have a moment like that. It's just like, wow, the fuck.
Welcome to the Arena of Pain! Abandon all hope and cancel all future plans. This place will be your grave. I mean, your new grave. Prepare to be annihilated!
It's a combat trial. Oh my god, it is. Fuck.
Oh, shoot. Blade! That's quite the word you got there, Maz. What words do I have? Get crabbed.
Get crabbed, idiot.
You're skulking again. Stop.
I'll skulk as much as I want to. Shut up.
Oh, boulder!
Yes, glorious.
Good job, boulder guy. Good job, guys.
Cool.
Great. Can we get your book now? Elden Ring boulders. Iron mace. Drossel?
Metal is a very good damage shield.
Yeah. What does metal do specifically again?
It does 1 damage plus 1 for each ally on cooldown, so up to 4 if everyone is.
Hard edge. Big McLarge huge. Good job, fellas.
Bye.
See you at the barbecue.
Well,
Catch you later. Skulking around.
oh, the dog sleeps in the rooms. Hey, buddy.
Good dog.
Riddle!
Soul.
Rise and speak.
I keep back the darkness. I fight with the cold. I'm tall when I'm young, and I'm short when I'm old. Yes.
Handle. And I got nothing out of it.
Yeah, that seems rather unhelpful.
Legion,
Underground chamber is
algae.
fucking huge. Jet strongbox.
Well, what do we have here? It's a big thing made of little round things.
Very helpful, sir.
A lot of letters in it.
Made of loops, artfully interlinked.
Is it a chainmail?
That fits.
Lift?
I think it would be
It's
useful
chainmail.
to wear this if I could still be harmed by physical weapons. Haha, chainmail. Yes.
Yeah.
Alliteration.
Shameless.
Or shameless.
Oh no, oh no, sin. Maz mostly made merry, mirthful melodies, moody music made Maz morose.
So,
okay.
here you are. Well, now for my
Yeah, that's
final
Igor.
trial. I may have told a slight lie when I said I would make you into warriors worthy of serving me. The fact is, I no longer want warriors or worship. I am past all that flim-flam. No. All I want from you is the thrill of single combat once again. It's been
Single
centuries.
combat. So there's 4 of us.
Warriors standing face to face, stiffening with the thrill of battle, each willing the other to bend. Defend yourselves.
God of atheism?
There we are. Another book for the Countess's library.
Lots of Ys. Joro.
Well, we've gotten all the books.
All the books, but that doesn't explain all these. Or this. By the gloomy shore, the backwards vermin sail. Stand beside them face to face and take away their twisted tail.
Stand before. Beside would be something different, but close enough.
I feel like it's just like manipulate the words somehow, like how the letter word with grace was.
Yeah.
Backwards vermin. Vermin usually means rat. Backwards vermin would be tar. Or rat's the star. Or does something have to go do in the rat area?
I think these might require a second thing. Oh, at the regal open fire, give the implied command. Let's go up to the fireplace in the queen's chamber and say burn.
Good thinking.
Because I thought the fireplace there was a little strange.
And here's another room.
It might have been in the other room.
So regal though, or it could be in your Gago's place. On fire.
I don't. No, there was no fireplace in Gago's area.
There was a fireplace though.
Yeah. We even passed by it earlier.
Well, there's the pot.
Yeah, I don't think that the game would be asking us to have knowledge outside of the game. Other than, like, reading ability.
Is it in here? Regal open fire, there's a crown.
Why did you say light? I don't understand. Can you really see a crown? You mean the weapon? Bow? What do you mean? You want to command?
Implied command.
What are you trying to say?
I can't believe you stuck me in here with these fairy tales. I am the god of atheism. I should be in the history section, not the religion section. I have been misfiled. Well, we're stuck here. Want to play cards?
Thanks, David Lodge.
It's definitely this. This is definitely it. What's the implied command?
It's not burn, it's not fire, it's not light.
What? Fire? Why did you say that?
Warm?
What is? What's warm? Are you hungry? What do you mean? Toast? Light? What do you mean? What nonsense are you talking now?
I remember there's been several places where we've seen, it's like, huh, there's something carved here. Why? I don't see it. Are these all for those? I wish I'd written those down.
Ignite, maybe?
Night?
Ignite. Or kneel.
Why are you mumbling about some old night?
Rockman suggested kneel.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Wouldn't it be nice if that worked? But I'm afraid you need to put in a little more effort. What do you want with a crown?
Would you like me to look things up to see if I can give you a little direction?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Ka-ching.
Oh. At the Regal, open fire.
Is it open?
Close. Someone tells you open fire. There you go.
Recipe for shock tail. That's 2 damage. Okay. So now we know what these are puzzles then.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna screenshot these so we don't have to go running back into the library every time.
As far as I can tell, they are tied to those little note things.
Shoot.
What happens if you type spacebar? Let's take a look.
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, yeah, Len's asking us to swear.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay, I didn't see. Also, Len, to answer your previous question about Ina Dream Barbecue, I don't know. If, like, I think if anything, Mush showed strong interest in that one, but, you know, like, I do think that it would be fun, but, we do have quite a few things booked.
We've got too much
but it would,
on our plates.
Yeah. Hell, like, this week, not a single instant, like, it was so tricky to try and set anything up this week, which is why we didn't stream anything on Thursday. Yeah, Dream Barbecue is also 2 hours long, but the problem is you've only got so many opportunities to have 2-hour-long meetups with X number of people.
We stream twice a week
that.
at best.
Yeah. Because you also got to keep in mind that if we ever have an option to have like a whole bunch of people for something, we're gonna try and do the thing that's related to much longer games like Raging Loop, which mind you, we've only finished the first act of that, or arc of that. And there's at least 2. But it does seem very fun. I would like to give it a shot. Isn't it also like part 1 of something? It's not complete yet.
Oh, the water's not rendering.
That would explain why it's so uncanny.
The ring, though.
Greetings.
Oh, and this bridge is finally done.
Oh.
Go back to the early areas now.
Just in case we forgot anything, I suppose. Dratula in it? I don't know who that is, but the name sounds funny.
I remember seeing a cow around here, I think. Does that sound familiar to you? There's chickens.
Look at all those chickens.
Crab.
You're looking very toothsome tonight.
What?
No. Thanks, dude.
doing? Are you lurking?
Yes. Shut up.
I'm doing it specifically to spite you, because I hate you. How are you playing this and Mario Wonder at the same time?
I presumably that's my brother on using my account to play my games.
Nice. Hope that he's having a good time. Oh.
No. There was a cow, right? There was a cow somewhere? Ow, fucking...
Fools,
Snake!
There was a sign about that.
There was, and we ignored it because we were looking for cow. Where the fuck is the cow?
Do you remember a cow? Am I crazy?
You might be infecting my brain, but I also do seem to vaguely remember a cow of some sort. There's a dog.
He's climbing up the tower.
Oh, this is interesting. I like the look of this already. It's smooth and flat, with a picture of
It's a
a
mirror.
very handsome fellow upon
It's a mirror.
Yes, a mirror. That's what it's called. Right, what's next?
I thought about that when they showed off the digital game sharing thing during the Switch presentation, Len. It was very good. Also, they weren't just two guys, it was the CEO of Sony Japan and Sony America. So like they got like Reggie and Iwata to do a bit like that, which is not something that they normally do. Sony does anyway. But
remember the Mii Fighter announcements?
well, yeah. Well, I'm saying like Sony specifically doesn't do that, or rarely, rarely as much. Nintendo's just cool like that, where they have their top executives specifically be like, "Hey, video games are silly. Let's be silly about it." And then they beat the tar out of each other. Mythology.
Oh, good. Spelling is hard.
The Five Heroes became famous for their defeat of the Horned King, but Maz had laid the groundwork for their legend long before this. Who is the fifth? Is it Oros?
I think it might be the girl in the altar.
No, she was like a martyr. Have you heard of the High Elves? Of course. What am I saying? Of course you don't.
You're combining two different quotes.
I know. It's funny that way. We need you to be a Muppet for something, and don't ask why. I think they had some kind of idea. At least Miyamoto knew. We're looking for the barrel with the
Father's
guy's
name on it,
name
or a
it, right?
cow. Ah!
Roll.
They're not welcome.
Dang it! Come on. I don't just wandering around isn't going to be much good. Missed this, though.
Wakey.
Riddle me this. What invention lets you look right through a wall? Yes!
Thanks, idiot. I love it when they drop all pretense and just have them just straight up say, like, yeah,
Riddle me
you know what,
this.
fuck it. Or just say, yeah, fuck it, we ran out of cool, funny voices to give these skulls. Just do the Skeletor voice again.
If I do find that barrel, how will I know what it is, and how will I recognize it? What do I do with it when taking that?
Excellent question.
Dot. Dang it! Oh, Joro's dead.
Uh-oh.
Get out of here. Okay. Okay, so we've been going for like 3 hours at this point, and
I'm
I don't
very
want to just
hungry and
wander
I'm
around
very
looking for
tired.
secrets. I'm gonna go, like, turn in the quest to Alara. Maybe secret hunt off stream, or at least to give somewhere to start.
Skulk around a little
It
bit.
seems you have found all 4 gods, and they are safely catalogued, just as they should be. Each in their place, neat and tidy. Every book has its nook. I said I'd help you go up, and I will. The stairs to my rooftop observatory have long since collapsed, but I trust you can get there now that you know what it's called. Observatory. There. Now then, it is unfortunate that you can't stay for luncheon, but I am rather in the mood for a little light conversation. What should we discuss? Many years ago, I left a little heirloom in a hollow barrel.
Why did blood trigger this?
I can't now remember where it is, but I know.
Why did blood trigger this?
Why do you think?
No, we're not discussing that. Something else.
That would be too helpful.
No, we're not discussing that. Something else. I don't want to talk about that. Choose a different topic. Well, I'm not technically undead myself, or dead for that matter. You see, I might have lived rather longer than my allotted span of years, but I never actually died. It just wasn't something that interested me. I could still pass through the seal to the city at any time. I simply don't want to. They laid it over the underland to keep the dead from rising again. Well before my time, of course. I could still pass through to the city if I wanted to, you know. I might have lived rather longer than my allotted span of years, but I never actually died. It just wasn't something that interested me. I'll see you anon, no doubt.
Yep, and there's a ladder to the next area. Which we will do next time.
Right.
Thanks for joining me for this, folks. Sorry about the
thanks for hanging
little
out.
difficulties.
Oh,
Maybe some string together again.
It was certainly something.
Yeah.
But
this game's clever. I like it.
This is a very clever game, yeah.
We'll be doing something at some point, probably. That's really all I can say. If you don't plan things that far in advance.
Currently, I am anticipating next week to be either either the start of Minish Cap or Return of Hitman while we stall for time. So, alright, but I am very hungry. I'm gonna go and eat. So, thanks for coming to hang out.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.